Hello and welcome back to Naysmith Gaming. I am returning to Dragon Age Origins.
It shall be done. It is begun.
Right now I'm just exploring the,
You're what?
My mentor says I have great potential.
Suspect someone of dabbling in blood magic. Because blood magic is powerful, you can bend others to your will and force demons into your service. That's what I hear anyway.
That's what I hear anyway, huh? Considering the Gilded Cage, I suppose it's understandable that, they'd think that was a good... Oh, that's right, I have this, download. That they would think that was a, suitable excuse. Don't mind me just looting the place. like any role-playing game that encourages.
I really hate how the Templars are always staring at us.
It's nice to see you still alive.
Ah, that's right, because I went through my harrowing. And not everyone makes it through that.
My mentor says I have great potential. It is begun.
Ah, the main hallway.
Someone's always watching. I swear it's like the walls have eyes.
Hey, did you hear about that apprentice they're going to send for?
Shh.
Yes, is there something you need? The same to you.
I presume that, the other conversations, like... I'm gonna summarize the other conversations. It basically amounts to... No, still not allowed outside. But those are things that my character would know just fine. So I'm not asking about them. Because this is... basically just swiping everything, though I really shouldn't need to.
As you say. It is begun.
Odd little glitch there. I'm gonna need to look up what vellum actually
Control
is.
the fire with your will. Keep the flames steady. We don't want it sputtering and leaping about.
Oh, okay. Lambskin for basically a blank paper.
That's what causes most of the injuries. Injuries? But... Steady. It reacts to your emotions. If you panic, it will... No. Breathe.
We're all really happy for you.
I hope you've spoken to the first enchanter. He seems eager to see you.
It gets easier as the years go by, doesn't it?
Maybe remember what the Chantry says about magic.
Ooh, the Fade. New Codex entry. Look at that later.
Very good.
I
What do you
perfected
think that
my ice
means?
spells
Can anyone
yesterday.
tell me? Only boys can do magic.
Hey!
No, that's not what... I heard your harrowing went well. That's wonderful to hear.
So there's apprentices like them, full mages like myself, then there's enchanters who are the mages who teach apprentices.
I hear Irving's waiting to give you your mage robes.
Concentrate. Hold the sheet. Put all my power behind that.
Fireball in a library.
I am not your enemy. Fear is your enemy. It is a weakness that can be exploited. Should you face a demon with your will...
I'm terrible at spells. You're lucky you're so talented.
No?
Then stand firm and know you can resist whatever I throw at you.
It's nice to see you're still alive.
Mana and the use of magic.
Jowan's been acting weird all day. Have you seen him?
I can't wait for my harrowing.
So basically, a lot of people are envious of how I actually passed the of how I passed the test for them, or something.
Good day to you.
Today I shall be making more potions to send to the mages at Osterthal.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
So utterly,
I voluntarily submitted to the rite of tranquility. I was unwilling to undergo the harrowing. I find this state agreeable. I see the world with clarity. I remember the days when my mind was filled with inconvenient and seething emotions. Now things are simple. Very well. Goodbye.
creepy. The entire rite of tranquility is incredibly creepy.
They say you passed your harrowing. You must be happy.
Oh, hello. I don't believe we've met. Are you new to the Circle? I'm sorry. There are so many of you, and I get confused. Not to mention, these old eyes are starting to go. You're too kind. I'm old and about to fall apart. Nothing in the world can fix that. Anyway, did you need something?
Just wanted to talk.
I'm not good at talking. Too much chatter makes my head throb. Don't you have lessons to get to? Shoo!
Huh. 4 schools of magic. Primal. Creation. Hierarchy of the Circle.
Do you need something? If not, step back. You're in my light. Good day.
Okay. Not all that social. Spirit magic. These codexes are ones I'm going to read soon.
I think someone's here to speak to you, Senior Torren.
Hello. Congratulations on your harrowing last night. Good work. Ah, the fraternities of the Enchanters. You probably haven't heard of them. It's best not to get tangled up in circle politics. More trouble than it's worth, really.
Are they, though?
They're found in all circles throughout Thedas. Groups of enchanters who hold similar viewpoints, who band together to make their voices heard. The most influential fraternity are the Equitarians. They are moderates and believe in a code of conduct that all mages should adhere to. Then there are the Chantry apologists, the loyalists. The Chantry says something and they follow it to the letter. The Lucrosians just want to make money. And the isolationists would like us all to be hermits and live on an island. Then, of course, there are the libertarians. They want more power for the Circle, more autonomy. Huh. Well, if I had to, I'd say I was an Equitarian, but I ducked out of the fray a long time ago. Most of the senior enchanters are Equitarians. Irving, Wynne, Sweeney. Ulrid's a libertarian, and a loud one at that. Mages have enough opposition from the outside without tearing our circles apart with infighting. But what can you do? An idealist, I see. Well, if you're going to change the world, you should get started immediately. Lots of world to cover.
Hello.
Neil,
Are you
remember
looking
that
for
name.
something? Oh, the fraternities. Groups of mages with a common agenda. I think we should all be isolationists. Stay in some remote mountain town far away from the mundanes who hate us.
If we run away, they'll never learn not to
They'll
fear
never
us.
learn that. They don't want to. I'd go hide alone in the wilds if I could. But you know they just brand me an apostate and hunt me down. There is no leaving the circle. It's till death do us part. Romantic, isn't it?
Okay, apostate is basically just mages outside the circle. That is something I would know.
I'm Njal, a mage just like you. I've seen you around, haven't
Apparently
I?
it's large. This is large enough that we haven't. That not everyone knows everyone else.
All right. Have a good day.
But remember the name Neil. Entropy. Primal. I have basic fire and basic ice. I have a basic healing spell. I have nothing in spirit or entropy. Creatures. Okay, Rage Demon. Countered in the Fade. True form of pure fire. They're basically the weakest, and they're incredibly vulnerable to ice because they're made of fire. This is just a listing of those mages. Alliance between Loyalists and Equitarians has prevented Libertarians from gaining much headway. The Liberty ones, Civil War among the Circle. Okay. Hierarchy of the Circle. Assisting the first enchanter are the senior enchanters, so basically a council. Beneath them are the regular enchanters, the teachers and mentors. Harrowing but not taken apprentices are mages. Basically the idle and inexperienced youth. Untested apprentices are the most numerous, but they're more threats to themselves, because they have all this power. History of the Circle. Basically, just conflict and mage and current resolution of the conflict. Fade. Defender Imperium tried to map the Fade, but was futile. Because it's in constant flux, because it's the realm of spirit and thought. Mage is defined by using mana. Everyone is connected to Fade. It's the dream world. But I have the potential to draw upon that power. Creation. A school of nature. Second to the schools of matter, balancing force and complement of entropy. So creation opposes... Creation balances force and... Okay. This is the school of finesse. Entropy. Opposes creation. It's a school of negation. This is also a school of matter. Okay. So this complements, Oh, balancing and complement of entropy. Okay. Okay, I misunderstood the first time. school of primal is the school of power. It is the school of energy balanced by spirit. So basically energy and matter are my two powers. So primal is basically the raw damage. Spirit. Esoteric. Take a closer look at my spells and talents. Okay. Spirit is going to have some useful abilities like Spell Might, Mana Clash. Basically, Spirit has a bunch of useful things. Honestly, I've played this game a lot. I actually did 4 different mage runs, where I specialized in each of these schools and did nothing but them until I couldn't. The hardest one was Creation, because it has almost no attack aside from Grease and Singing Swarm. Anyway.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't hear you come in.
An old mage, huh?
I'm sorry. I'm terribly busy right now. I have to prepare the room before the Grey Warden is done at his meeting with Irving. Yes, Duncan his name is. He must be here to talk to Irving about something important. You know, I almost became a Grey Warden once. Ah, yes, I am. I just get carried away sometimes. I apologize and wish you a good day.
Buckle of the Winds. +3 defense. Won't be that useful to me right now, but might as well.
I shall do it.
Just merchant fodder.
Ah, there you are. You are to be moved out of the apprentices' dormitory, and these are to be your new quarters. We will move your belongings this afternoon. Go on, make yourself comfortable.
So this is my new room. Okay. Oh, those are my own private documents I grabbed. Okay. Or rather, unfilled.
So happy for you.
I should have been sent to help the King's army. I dislike being stuck here while something big is happening.
Ooh, who's... Oh, Cullen. Another
Greetings.
named Templar.
I'm glad your harrowing went well.
I wasn't looking
Some
forward to being run
Templars
through
I know
either.
discuss such things with glee. I don't share their enthusiasm. I try to serve the Maker first and foremost. As long as I am guided by his commandments, I cannot go wrong. Honestly, I've never seen an abomination, or been called on to slay one. As I said, I've never seen one, but when someone becomes an abomination, something must happen. But what if it's not obvious? Could abominations be walking among us right now? This is still new to me. Maybe one day I'll be as dedicated and driven as Knight Commander Gregor.
Well, Irving still wants me
You
to
must
be on
be
my way.
busy. Perhaps we can talk another time.
Did you see that Grey Warden? I hear he's trying to recruit a mage for his order.
I hear Irving's very proud of you.
Some crafting ingredients. That'll be useful later.
Oh, it's you. I hear Irving's looking for you.
Ah, this is infuriating. Another batch destroyed. Say, have you seen Owain? Is he in the stockroom?
Yeah, just spoke.
Excellent. He wasn't there last I looked. I hope he still has some cinnabar lying around. When I asked last week, he said he was running out.
It shall be done.
The rite of annulment.
Blessed art thou who exists in the sight of the Maker. Blessed are the penitents who seek his return. Blessed is the prophetess, purified by flame. May the chant reach the Maker's ears and tell him of our contrition. So let it be. Oh, I didn't see you there. I recite the Maker's blessings every day. It brings me peace in troubled times. No, not really. It's just... I don't want to bore you with this. Oh, all right then. I should go. My mentor only allows a few minutes each day for religious contemplation.
Founding of the Chantry.
I shall do it.
Droste.
I heard about your harrowing. Congratulations. Andraste must have smiled upon you.
Okay. Couple more bookcases. More codex entries for later.
Move along now.
Many have already gone to Ostagar. Wynne, Aldred, and most of the senior mages. We've committed enough of our own to this war effort.
Your own? Since when have you felt such kinship with the mages, Gregor? Or are you afraid to let the mages out from under Chantry supervision, where they can actually use their Maker-given powers?
How dare you suggest?
Gentlemen, please. Irving, someone is here to see you.
Chantry?
If it isn't our new brother in the Circle. Come, child.
This is...
Yes, this is he.
Well, Irving, you're obviously busy. We will discuss this later.
Of course. Well, then, where was I? Oh, yes, this is Duncan of the Grey Wardens.
Pleased to meet you.
You've heard about the war brewing to the south, I expect. Duncan is recruiting mages to join the King's army at Ostagar.
Who are we fighting?
The Darkspawn threat grows in the south. We need all the help we can get.
Where are the
They are
Darkspawn?
twisted monsters that dwell underground where the sun's light cannot touch them. They have formed into a horde in the Korcari Wilds and threaten to invade north into the valley. I fear if we don't drive them back, we may see another blight.
Duncan, you worry the poor lad with talk of blights and darkspawn. This is a happy day for him.
We live in troubled times, my friend.
We should seize moments of levity, especially in troubled times. The harrowing is behind you. Your phylactery was sent to Denerim. You are officially a mage within the Circle of Magi.
Thank you,
I'm
First
sorry,
Enchanter.
what is this phylactery?
Blood is taken from all apprentices when they first come to the tower, and is preserved in special vials.
So they can be hunted if they turn apostate.
We have few choices. The gift of magic is looked upon with suspicion and fear. We must prove we are strong enough to handle our power responsibly. You have done this. I present you with your robes, your staff, and a ring bearing the Circle's insignia. Wear them proudly, for you have earned them.
Thank you.
It goes without saying that you shall not discuss the harrowing with those who have not undergone the rite. Now then, take your time to rest, or study in the library. The day is yours.
I prefer to talk.
Impetuousness is ever the province of youth, I see.
I will return to my quarters.
Would you be so kind as to escort Duncan back to his room, child?
Very well.
The guest quarters are on the east side of this floor, close to the library. Now, if you'll both excuse me, I have matters to discuss with Gregor.
Thank you for walking with me. I'm glad for the company.
I wanted to talk to you a little more.
Yes? What about?
Have there been many Darkspawn attacks?
A horde has formed within the Korkari Wilds in the south. If they are not stopped, they will strike north into the valley. We Grey Wardens believe that an archdemon is leading the horde. Darkspawn do attack the surface in ragtag bands, but archdemons are capable of rallying the Darkspawn, turning them into an unstoppable force. A horde of Darkspawn, a veritable army. It is dire news indeed. I fear this is what we will have to face. We can't seem to eradicate them completely. Somehow they always come back. It is not my place to comment. Gregor serves the Chantry, and the relationship between the Chantry and Mages has always been strained. You've realized by now that the Chantry merely tolerates magic? They watch only because they feel they must. The Chantry believes that a mage should fear his power. It was the pride of mages, they say, that brought the Darkspawn upon us in the first place. Any mages who join the King's army can unleash their full power on the Darkspawn. In fact, I'm counting on it. Gregor may be afraid of what will happen. What if the mages decide they no longer want to be governed by the Chantry?
We should be on our way.
Let's. Thank you for escorting me.
I'm glad I caught up to you. Are you done talking with Irving?
Hello again,
I
Jowan.
need to talk to you. Do you remember what we discussed this morning?
Of course.
We should go somewhere else. I don't feel safe talking here.
Starting to worry
I've
me.
been troubled. I'll explain. Come with me, please. We should be safe here.
In the Templar's favorite haunt?
We can see the door from here. If anyone comes, we'll change the subject.
I see you
I
before.
often attend to my duties in this chapel. Perhaps that is why I seem familiar.
A few months ago, I told you that I met a girl. This is Lily.
That's getting down.
I was afraid to tell anyone. Lily was becoming a Chantry priest. She's taken vows. Lily's been given to the Chantry. She's not allowed to have relations with men. If anyone finds out, we'll both be in trouble.
So I brought
I wish
me here?
that was the only thing I needed to talk about. Remember I said that I didn't think they wanted to give me my harrowing? I know why. They're
going to make me tranquil. They'll take everything that I am from me. My dreams, hopes, fears, my love for Lily. All gone.
Sounds
They'll
terrible.
extinguish my humanity. I'll just be a husk, breathing and existing, but not truly living.
I saw the document on Gregor's table. It authorized the right on Jowan, and Irving had signed it.
Why?
There's a rumor about me. People think I'm a blood mage. They think that making me a circle mage will endanger everyone. Of course not. But it's not safe here for me anymore. I need to escape. I need to destroy my phylactery. Without it, they can't track me down. We need your help. Lily and I can't do this on our own.
Give us your word that you will help, and we will tell you what we intend.
I need to think.
I suppose that's fair. But please, give us your answers soon. Time is running out.
And now I'm able to do a quest for her. Which should, at the very least...
Yes? Senior Enchanter, Leora, in charge of the Circle's laboratory. Is there something you want? That leads to the Circle's cavern storerooms. There are caves running through the rock that the Circle is built upon. But of course, you know this. No, I can't let anyone in there just now. There are just things in there that I would prefer to keep safe. Sensitive magical materials and substances, of course. I am in the midst of stock-taking, checking inventory, and I can't let anyone in there in case they mess things up. Yes.
Why are you out here and not in there?
Because I am taking a break. I hate the musty smell of caves, and Look, I'll tell you the truth. Just keep it to yourself. There is an infestation of spiders in the caves. I don't know how they got in there, but it's probably my fault. I was promoted to Senior Enchanter less than a fortnight ago, and I don't want anyone to find out. They'll think I'm incompetent. I could use some, I'm sure. I've been too busy with my new duties. I haven't been able to deal with the spiders. If you cleared them out for me, I would owe you a favor. A big one.
All right.
Wonderful. Here is the key. Oh, and be careful in there. I'd really like to keep the damage done to the Circle's property to a minimum.
Okay, let's
Very well.
take a look at this problem.
As you say.
Just some blank vellum. Lyrium potion. Spirit charm for fire resist. This one so the mage robes give me a little bit more magic. +2 spell power versus magic is +1 spell power. Increases poultices, potions, and salves. Which basically means Ring of Study, +1 magic. Which basically compensates for my... Okay, I'll try it this way. Fire gives me pretty decent damage over time effect. While ice is a huge burst damage.
Careful now! Shall we go?
Still Waters is +1 willpower, which is plus magic, which is plus mana. Better than fire resist for now, at least. Basically, there's a giant case of just fighting
It has begun.
Basic low-level enemies.
Let us end this.
Pretty stereotypical, really. Miriam Dust. Ooh, Fade Striders. Not much in the way of armor, but I'm not supposed to be in the fray, and +1 magic will certainly help. So, regarding Jowan and Lily's situation. I'm not really sure. I may wish to ask about this entire situation. Irving signed it, didn't he? Probably won't surprise him.
We must fight. Let us do it quickly. Our skill has won the day.
Okay, 2 spiders at once. That was... The catch is, if I talk with Irving, he will know that I know. Oh, that looks like a long fall. Well, I can level up. There's a cunning requirement for a certain I can't see the actual talents. Just the spells. Fine. I don't care about strength or dexterity. But magic, yes. So this requires 12 cunning. So I'll get up to 16 cunning eventually. So this basically gives me a solid defense. This lets me buff other people in my party with fire attacks, and is a prerequisite for one of the most powerful spells in the game, Fireball. Which requires 27 magic, so yes, I'm absolutely going to rush high magic. The highest required so far is... ooh, 36. So I'll want a fair bit more magic there. As they sustained, so I'm going to put that over there. Damageless on that one. Quest updated, that means I can just head out and let her know it's done. Yep, everything is explored. Also, considering that long drop, I'm pretty sure the spiders came in from another area. People would have noticed them coming in through this door.
You're back! Are the spiders gone?
Dealt with it.
Oh, that's wonderful. You've saved my hide, I'm sure. And I owe you a favor, so if you need anything, I'll be here. Thanks again.
Hey, Alright, I should speak with Gregor at least. Well, not with Gregor, with Irving. Figure out what he has to say on the matter.
I trust you saw Duncan back to his quarters?
Of course.
I'm glad you met him. He's a most honorable man.
We spoke a little.
I'm glad you did. He must have told you about the Grey Wardens. We can learn much from them. Now, did you need something?
Why do you have books on blood magic on your desk?
I've removed them from the library. I was advised it might be unwise to leave them where any apprentice may read them. They will be put away somewhere very safe. Now, is there anything else?
Jowan says he's going to make
And
tranquil.
how does he know this? I suppose the young initiate he dallies about with revealed it to him. You think I didn't know? I did not become first enchanter by keeping my eyes and ears shut.
So mages are have some politics, or so mages are basically have politicians among themselves. Okay. Yes, Lily told him.
Lily should know better than to tell Jowan, though it is difficult to fault her actions. The Templars and priests should have been more discreet around her. But there is no point in assigning blame. Jowan knows, and nothing can be done about that.
Why?
Gregor says he has proof, and eyewitness testimony, that Jowan has been practicing blood magic. I cannot say more. Were it left to me, things might be different. But the Chantry, I'm sorry, child. This rite of tranquility will happen.
So I can now either, I'm not gonna say two, he must know that Jowan plans to escape.
Interesting. What more do you know?
Plans to destroy
And
the
I
factory.
suppose his lady friend is involved? Yes, she must be helping him. She would know more about the repository than he would. Do you know anything else?
So the point is, if I am to effect changes like the senior enchanter has suggested, like the first enchanter has suggested, if I'm going to be in position to do that, I have to stay in good graces to be able to make the changes.
I suspected Lily would tell him of the impending rite if she found out. But I never expected they would have the gall to break into the repository.
What should we do now?
Reporting him to Gregor and the Templars will accomplish nothing beyond what's already planned. If the Circle must punish one of its own, I will see the Chantry don the same courtesy. Lily will not walk free while my apprentice suffers.
Strikes me as a zero-sum game.
And Chantry and Templars are models of magnanimity. They would make us all tranquil if they could, and call it a kindness. They fancy themselves our guardians, sitting smugly on their righteousness. The Chantry must be reminded that not all of them are blameless. If we mention her involvement, the Chantry will say that she was framed. No, she must be caught in the act. If you want to survive, you must learn the rules and realize that sometimes sacrifices are necessary. Jowan will become tranquil, but Lily must also face the consequences of her actions. How did you learn of their plan? Do they trust you?
He told me their intentions, but I don't know.
Then do this. Learn the plan and offer to help carry out their scheme. With solid proof of their crime, we can act. Go. Convince them you will risk all for their cause. I will be outside the repository with a contingent of Templars. Let them see the mischief into which their initiate led our student. Perform well, and your dedication will be rewarded.
And so I get the codex entry.
Are you going to help us?
I'm ready to help.
Thank you. We will never forget this.
What do you intend to do?
I can get us into the repository, but there is a problem. There are 2 locks on the phylactery chamber door. The first enchanter and knight commander each hold 1 key. But it is just a door. There is power enough in this place to destroy all of Ferelden. What's a door to mages?
It's just
I
going to break
once saw
through
a
it.
rod of fire melt through a lock. You could get one from the stockroom, but Owain doesn't release such things to apprentices.
I'll get the
We
rod.
should stay here. 1 mage at the stockroom will attract less attention than a mage, an apprentice, and an initiate.
Good idea.
Good luck. Our prayers go with you.
So basically, the Chantry is corrupt, and I'm going to at least get some of it taken care of. At least expose some of that.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
I need a rod of
Rods
fire.
of fire serve many purposes. Why do you wish to acquire this particular item?
Why do you need
It
to
is procedure. Have you lost the key to a lock?
In a manner
I
of
will
speaking.
set down that you require the rod to deal with a personal matter. Here is the form, request for Rod of Fire. Have it signed and dated by a senior enchanter. I will release a rod to you once I have the signed form.
I'll be back
Thank
shortly.
you.
So that's very obviously a controlled thing. For good reason, as we know full well.
You are back. Has something gone wrong with the plan?
I need the form signed.
A rod Rod of Fire? Why do you... I understand. Trying to break through the door this way. Interesting. The phylactery chamber door is warded and resists all magic worked upon it. Not easy breaking into a locked chamber, is it? Still... yes. The phylactery chamber shares a wall with the artifact vault. Age and dampness seeping up from the ground have weakened a segment of it. You can break down this part of the wall to gain entrance into the chamber. We have an old Tiventer device in the vault. It may have been used for defense, or possibly entertainment. It amplifies spells. Use the rod on this artifact and aim it at the wall.
Let's see, I don't care about someone hearing that, because the entire point is to get caught. Let's see.
The artifact releases controlled bursts of energy. Just aim it in the right direction.
That sounds fair.
One more thing. Do not be quick to suggest there is another way in. I don't want Lily and Jowan to suspect. Make it seem like you came up with the idea yourself. Here is the form with my stamp. Owain will release the rod to you now.
Okay. That is very fair.
Welcome to the Circle's stockroom of magical items. My name is Owain. How may I assist you?
Here's a signed
Everything
form.
looks to be in order. Here is the rod you requested.
Actually, since she owes me, I could have called in her favor to do it without betraying Owain. No, not Owain, sorry. Without betraying Jowan and Lily.
It's always
But,
good to see you. I do. I put aside these potions some time ago, but never found a use for them. Here, I hope they'll be helpful to you.
See, Ice Salve to do resistance to cold damage. Nature Salve to resist... That'd be poison, I think. See, I have some crafting supplies. Ooh, a full health poultice. Which is actually drunk like a potion. But, you know... that sort of stuff.
I hate waiting. It makes me nervous.
I have the Rod of Fire.
Quick.
To the repository, then. Freedom awaits.
So Jowan is almost pure, lasting. See, Lily is a rogue with, the stealth ability. The Jowan can get the Acolyte Staff. Hold on. And with this pretty much set up, that'll be it for this episode. Next episode, I'm going to go through the stock rooms. And we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching and have a good day. This is the Naysmith, signing out.